But actually, we are going to go live. Let's see
there we go. We are going live. dem0n versus baksteen, and this is a great map for both of these players.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious to see how this goes. And dem0n picks up the lightning gun off the start here, so that is a great start for him to have. The lightning gun is a huge. I think it's the best spawn. I mean, I think most people seem to agree.
Yeah.
And we'll see how baksteen decides to play this though. Does he get the lightning gun or how does he play it? dem0n locking out that choke point to give him nice positioning, nice control. But baksteen going to go for it. He finds a gap, but the gap is there because dem0n gets the red and he gets the railgun now too. So now dem0n has every weapon that he could want. He's got all the armor and health in the world. Baksteen's in a terrible position. He's kind of got to leave.
It's not so terrible. I mean, baksteen also has the weapons that he needs. So it's all about damage. Of course, the stack is humongous for dem0n. But in a sense, this was kind of the trade where one player gets the rail, the other gets the LG, and then they, oh wow, this fight could actually be very important. And so in that sense, they decided to go and pick the weapon they didn't have. And I don't know why baksteen is showing himself so much. I mean, he didn't really do enough damage to stick around.
It's not that bad actually. Oh, if baksteen could just hit a rail, there it is.
Yeah.
This is really good for baksteen now. He's done enough damage. He's got the positioning, and now, but I mean, okay. So he's got positioning. He's going to drop down, perfect play, cut off the angle for dem0n, take the engagement. We've got more stack LG onto LG, and dem0n all of a sudden in a lot of trouble. He's got 12 points of health left, and baksteen did enough. Perfect play from baksteen, really nice. He removed the only advantage that dem0n had. The advantage, if you didn't know what the advantage he had was, Mega was up on the spot and he lightning gun out from below. So it's a perfect engagement for dem0n, but baksteen dropped close to the pillar, so he cut off any availability of angles for dem0n, and then took a nice engagement with more stacks. So perfect from baksteen.
Yeah. And these exchanges with the rail, this is very good for dem0n. But a lot of the players are really hitting good shots. So this is actually very interesting. I'm looking forward for the next battle. This could end it very, very quickly. So let's switch quickly to dem0n. And let's see what he's doing. He's planning his way through the Mega, and not too much damage has been exchanged yet. And if I were, exactly, baksteen now backs off. He knew that the red was there, and unfortunate for him to get hit again. This should pick dem0n in a big advantage now, especially with this. So yeah, I mean it's 3 minutes in and it's still even in a sense. I'm expecting dem0n now to push for the next frag. So the question is really about who can read the opponent better when there is such a.
It's definitely tough for baksteen because he's got a lead, but the lead is for naught if he dies. And there you go. Now he has no lead. It's the tied game. He took a big risk, and it's an interesting thing because when I think about it, the risk he's taking, of course, we as spectators can see the stacks and numbers. We don't have to predict it. So we could already see that. So he was taking a risk to take the Mega. However, if he gave the Mega away to dem0n, dem0n doesn't actually gain much because dem0n's already super stacked. So baksteen basically didn't recognize that his position was already really dire and that giving away the Mega doesn't actually matter. So I think he should have prioritized surviving in that position because.
Yeah, makes sense. What happened now is just very interesting. I mean, dem0n was hitting all the shots, and baksteen just decided to try and deny the items. So the reasoning is that now there is all 10 seconds before the major items, and if baksteen can get enough weapons to in a position to do a good fight, this could really benefit him. And actually, dem0n decides not to drop, probably wisely, because that leaves him the space to go and get Mega very quickly. And so basically, this is just not enough damage from baksteen over this period of time. And somehow it resets the situation to a stacked dem0n versus a baksteen. That is this fight is also very interesting. And I guess baksteen, is just trying to survive, but it's so hard in this situation.
Yeah, it's really interesting to me because dem0n he wanted to fight with rockets in that situation, and because he committed to that, baksteen should have been fighting with rockets as well, because he can't do nearly as much damage with the lightning gun, because Dem's always in cover when he's shooting. So it's really interesting, because you can see how difficult it was. Oh, great rocket jump from baksteen to steal away that red, and now dem0n not counting on that. It's actually not in the best of positions because of the stack of baksteen. So baksteen's actually not going to push the issue, which is nice. He wants to play a little bit safer, play for the next situation, for the next big item, and actually gets railed there from range by dem0n. At least can return it, and now dem0n's not in the best of spot. So baksteen does want to try and finish things off here. He gets another rail and backs away. So baksteen is okay. He's like, okay, I railed you, and now I know that you cannot challenge me for the big items. But he made a mistake going straight to the mega, because he had a situation where he did enough damage where dem0n cannot challenge, and he didn't take the right route. But it was a really nice play.
He's now doing a lot of damage, so maybe eventually it doesn't count too much. But you can clearly see baksteen just mistime mega.
Yeah,
he's now waiting for it, and actually I hope this doesn't cost too much for him. Eventually not, but yeah, now he realizes of the mistake, and actually it's funny how the big mistake like that actually ended up being good for him. I mean, he managed to just kill dem0n, get the frags, and you know, okay, mega loss there, but a lot of damage given. So in a sense, this really now looks good for baksteen. I just want to see him controlling the red, and then make sure that, you know, there is enough time between the items, and just keep his control, which is what he's doing in a sense. It's all about dem0n now getting the weapons that he needs and getting the right position. So I'm gonna switch to him. He did a lot of damage already, but he's so low, and you can see how, you know, certain players sometimes really take the risks, and then it's all a question of the outcome. You know, does it pay off or not? I mean, it's so ballsy. I mean, dropping down with 60 health against LG. I mean, that's.
And baksteen is really playing some beautiful Quake now, like really using the angles with the weapons he's choosing very, very flawlessly, and it's been working out quite well for him so far, as he's managed to also seamlessly, whilst doing that, know exactly how much time he has between the items to make sure that he's never at risk of giving away something huge, now that he truly has a good sense for the mega and the red. And here comes dem0n again. dem0n now 3 frags behind with 3 minutes. He's now looking at having to make a huge play to try and get himself back in the game, because baksteen, oh my god, this is the kind of thing, this is a risky play, but it can be the kind of play that can get you back in the game, but it can also make things a lot worse for you. And he did lose a frag there, and he hasn't got a huge follow-up with this. He has to make another trap. Another huge chunk of damage has to come from dem0n from somewhere at some point if he hopes to try and make back 4 frags in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And now he's playing long range with baksteen. That's not what he wants to be doing here. He has to get in his face.
This somehow, it's one of the mistakes. Wow, that was a very nice rocket. It's one of the mistakes you often see from dem0n. It's like he goes aggressive and stays aggressive for a long period of time. It's now like 2 minutes that he's been aggressive. Instead, I sometimes feel that maybe he would get more if he were a bit more like Cypher-ish, you know, in a sneaky way, where sometimes you get back to do that extra damage, sometimes you don't. And then the opponent doesn't really know what to expect. Because here, for baksteen, it's all about, okay, dem0n is on my face all the time. I just need to prepare for that. And eventually, it worked out for dem0n, I think, because of the...
nice surprise there.
Yeah, it's kind of the combat, you know, combat skills combined with maybe a bit of surprise in the last exchange.
Not surprise from baksteen in return. And oh wow!
Oh wow! This is pure aim skill, I guess.
That could go. This could go badly for baksteen too. This was a good engagement for baksteen to take too. But now look, it could go so badly for him. He hits the he's got to hit another one. Oh man, he misses. Now it's just 1 frag, and this is what happens in Quake. Like baksteen had a great engagement. dem0n turns around. Oh god, this is so painful to witness, because baksteen has such a well-played game to make that lead, and now all of a sudden, I hope he's not like going crazy and raging or something and making bad decisions now, because now dem0n is just taking full advantage. I don't know. Did dem0n deserve this? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It seems like that at the beginning, baksteen really did manage to contain the aggressiveness of dem0n, and then eventually, you know, dem0n broke in, and now it's all about baksteen keeping it close. I mean, he cannot really afford to lose anything at the moment.
Oh, he comes with a rocket jump. He can make it happen, but dem0n with a mid-air rocket of his own. And dem0n taking a lot of damage. He manages to get the Mega. And then with that rail, that ends the game, I think.
Yeah.
And unless baksteen does something nuts, but no problem for dem0n. Quite crazy, though. Really crazy.
Yeah.
Again, like, backsteen's like, he has the situation where he's like, okay, I'm going to get, like, okay, you got your surprise attack on me. Now I get surprise attack on you. And he pushed him off the bridge and got that steady stream of a lightning gun onto him. Loads of damage. And then, as you say, raw aim skill from dem0n turns around like the Terminator. It's like, no. And just, like, guns him down. And he's left with 50 health. And backsteen's giving away a frag. And stuff starting to spawn. So it's like, that's a free frag now.
Yeah, I think exactly that's the key moment for this game, I guess. Because in my mind, baksteen should have won that, and probably also in his mind, I guess. Otherwise, it wouldn't drop. And then, you know, but this is what happened. I mean, in the end, it's also an FPS game, so we accept. You know, we bow to the raw skill of just aiming well or better than your opponent.
Yeah, and on that note, we're going to go to a break, guys. We'll have Pony and Guard for the next match that we will cover, so that should be quite an interesting one. Guard's been playing so good lately, but we'll see you after this break.